All right, we're good. All right, it's Enigma Towles. I'm here to bring you substance and music. Today, I want to say first and foremost, thank you to everybody that's been in support of my music, the new content that I'm putting out there, the live videos. This is my second one at it, so I'm just having fun with it, learning and maneuvering through it. Today, I want to talk about a topic that I saw earlier today on Everyday Struggle. It was about Big Sean. And before I go into that, I want to say, if you haven't checked out any of my music, I'll have a link in the description. It's a playlist entitled To Be Determined, and it's a playlist off of the music I've created over the span of the last 3 or 4 years. And it's just content that I'm just putting out there, and to let you know that there will be more soon, more releases, couple things in the works, and in due time they will all come out on a set schedule. Just learning how to be more consistent with the music and everything like that. Now, to jump into this topic, it was very interesting because they brought up a discussion that I never really thought about, but has been on my mind before, but not to this degree. But it was about Big Sean. Would Big Sean be considered top 5 in this new era of hip hop? You know, that same lane as the Coles, the Kendricks, and things like that. And me personally, I think that Big Sean has been the most progressive out of them. And it's no discredit to, anyone else in his class, because Kendrick has always been great. There was potential that you could have seen back in like 2009 from early mixtapes and EPs that could have let you know that Kendrick was headed this way with it. Cole, same thing. Cole had a large following and backing by Roc Nation. Jay-Z co-signed him and signed him, if you know what I mean. And he pretty much set the table for him. And as you can tell, Cole has evolved into his own type of artist. The same rules apply with other artists such as Drake. Drake has been backed and pushed and supported by many other outlets. Sean, not so much. And Joe Budden brought up a great point during the episode, because he was saying that Sean is the only artist who really flourished during the demise of Def Jam and the things that have been going on. And now recently they have Paul Rosenberg coming in as the new president. So that says a lot about Big Sean. However, with that being said, I love Big Sean. I'm on all his albums, and I feel like he is pushing himself to levels I've never seen. And I love seeing artists do that, because he has evolved. He has grown. He has had commercial success. But I also want to clarify that there are other artists within those that I just talked about who may have more accolades. And if you want to bring the discussion into, numbers and things like that, then it kind of puts Big Sean in an interesting situation. However, with that being said, there are things that these other artists have done outside of numbers that shows that there's no denying the fact that they deserve the positions that they are in. I want to actually kind of talk about my list a little bit of the top 5 that I'm currently into, and that's subject to change, and I'm always open to discussion in comment sections about, put me on to this artist, or this artist is great, and things like that. So I'm gonna run down my list from 5 to 1. I would put Big Sean as 5. I think Sean has maneuvered his way into the top 5 discussion. I know a lot of people gave him a lot of flack for Hall of Fame and Finally Famous as far as being the 2 projects that come out. But the last projects after that, like Detroit, Dark Sky Paradise, and I Decided, which is my personal favorite out of Big Sean's collection, have put him in a situation that we need to talk about Sean in this discussion. J. Cole, that's a given. I'm pretty sure everybody can agree with that. I would say he would be 4th. Drake has the accolades that are ridiculous, and he can fluctuate either way. Kendrick would be number one because I feel that Kendrick has a type of pace as an artist where, you know, Drake may put out more music and have more accolades in the sense that he's been on the billboards for the last, I can't remember how many years, I think it was 8, and he was in the top 100s and stuff like that. But also I look at long-term impact, and some of the records that Kendrick has put out, whether you agree or not, have made their impression in the culture at this stage of his career. And number one is the one that I'm willing to debate anybody about. If anybody wants to disagree with me, then that must mean that they don't really have much of a history behind this artist before I say his name. And this is more so my own personal preference as well, but I feel like I have confidence in where I stand with this artist. And I would say number one would be Royce da 5'9". And I say Royce da 5'9" because Royce da 5'9" has a history in the music business and has been around it so well that he's found a way to survive while being under the wing of a lot of big artists. Eminem, you know, he has matched skills to me with Eminem, but in his own unique way. And if anyone feels that Eminem is a lyrical monster, then you really got to give Royce da 5'9" his due diligence as well. The dude has, you can go on Wikipedia right now and look at the amount of projects he's put together, has been in, and it has to equal up to some level of skill set. And I'm going to do a video about this at some point, and why I say that quantity produces quality. And I feel like if you haven't heard Royce da 5'9"'s recent release, The Bar Exam 4, this will introduce you to real hip hop and an artist who can spit over a very conscious beat and then go to your Kodak Black's Tunnel Vision and make it his own, and or Playboy Cardi's Magnolia. If you don't think that he can't do this, go check him out. Go check him out. You should know about him to some extent, and if you don't, and you want to disagree with what I say, go check him out and then come back to me and we can have a discussion. Sure, he doesn't have accolades like these artists do, but I feel like the key ingredient is longevity. Longevity and finding a way as an artist independently to still maneuver through this music business, because any of the artists that I've named before him can be here today and then gone the next day. But what about legacy? What about your presence in the game, whether you're louder or quieter? What does that say about you as an artist? And for him, to me, that says consistent, persistent, and all around great. If you disagree, check him out. Check him out. He's ripped a lot of the beats that the artists that I've said before. Sometimes he's done better. Not saying that they're horrible. They're not horrible. They're great artists. It's great music, and I just love great music, as you all know. But yeah, Big Sean is definitely in the top five. And the reason why I say he is, in my own personal opinion, is because he is progressive with the music. He has gone from an artist that I initially kind of was in passing with, but when he drops new projects, I'm in it. I'm ready to go, and he improves, and he shows up. He shows up. Even if you disagree about a particular verse, Sean has his own way of putting his own style on a verse, and you have to give him that. And if you can't, you're crazy. But I'm just kidding. But yeah, this is just another live video. This one was more off the cuff. Just pulled out my phone and decided to record just because it was fresh on my mind. But yes, please, give me a list of your top 5 right now in the comments, and I can't wait to hear from you guys. Please subscribe. If you enjoyed this video, like this video, share it. Share this discussion with everyone. Please be sure to check out the music, and thank you for your time. Peace.